Welcome in, Leo. We are going to dive into your energy and see where you are in alignment with your destiny. The reading I'm about to do has absolutely blown my mind. I did do a little bit of contemplation, of course, before I came to deliver this message. If you are a Leo or seeking to understand a Leo, this is a great place to be. And opening your heart to this reading, because I feel like when the student is ready, the teacher appears, is the biggest thing that I'm getting. And Spirit is asking you to go for it. Go for it. Do it. You are standing right now in your infinite potential. And however that looks, whether we're working with negative or positive polarity here, creation and destruction, they work as a team. There's not one separate from the other. You have to have both. Both are required for your path. And right now you are turning fear into adventure, fear into love. It's asking that you be impeccable with your word. Show up for yourself. The mind is very fertile right now. You are receiving information, downloads, insights, clarity, and it's asking you to follow the steps perfectly. Do exactly what it is that your intuition is asking you to do. Leo is an empath, so I would say that you are stepping into an uncomfortable phase because you've never been here before, you've never done this before, but there's a lot of eagerness here. When I came into the reading, I always kind of ask, who is the one? What zodiac sign is looking for the message most urgently right now? And I pulled Sun, Leo, and the 5th house. Perfect alignment. 2 different decks, random pulling of the cards. And you are harnessing new skills, stepping into a new position. Spirit is saying that this position isn't forever. It's more temporary. And your reality is becoming more vivid. You are now harnessing the skills that you're going to need for future alignment. But you are in alignment, if that makes sense. I also pulled, you don't need to be aware of the growing sense of comfort that is developing inside of you. You don't need to be aware of the comfort spreading, a peaceful feeling inside of you. And you really don't need to be aware of that comfort growing deeper and deeper. Just like you don't need to be aware of a little red cat popping up inside of your imagination right now. And that just tells me that you're sitting at a peaceful state. I did pull the Hermit, and I'm looking at this card, and despite the symbolic Hermit, the retreat and recharge, that is Leo energy all the way to the sky, because Leo is sort of stepping out of, or not sort of, Leo is stepping out of resistance. Leo is going with the flow. You are going for it. You are expanding. Your intuition is heightening. You're making your own choices, making your own decisions. It's like getting on a train and it's just taking you anywhere you want to go. It's just taking you anywhere you want to go. The crystal that I pulled for you is Carnelian. And again, when I pulled this card, I was like, this is so aligned. Like, this reading is blowing my mind. You are blowing me out of the water, Leo. This action or initiative that you are stepping into, you've got community. You're going to meet new people, new friends. Again, the main theme of this reading is turning fear into adventure. The courageous lion, building courage. This is a carnelian. It's a cherry red used by ancient Romans in signet rings. Wax doesn't stick to it. And by modern folk to ward off insecurities. Carnelian's fiery energy helps spin us out of fearful thought cycles and into action. So who needs this? The underestimated. Anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello, fear. My name is. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now, let's do this. Wherever you want to inject some passion and confidence, put this crystal. And it also says when you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode, go get this carnelian. Look at how beautiful that is. Shoot. Just the sight of that stone is so beautiful. You are being asked to step up to the plate, broadcast. Open yourself to creative portals. We're going to look inside your personal life just to see what is going on. Okay, so we've got opportunities. High Priestess. Okay, so I've got the Seven of Cups in the first position here. I did pull 4 cards because I did pull a couple here in reversed. And so we're looking at the intricacity. What I looked at for you, the message I just delivered is the reality of your life. Well, now what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the mundane part of your life. I'm saying, okay, Spirit, I know that this is all going on under the surface, but what is going on consciously? What are the stories that are being told? What are you actually telling yourself? Even though this wonderful stuff is happening and you can't quite see it yet, what are you working with in the mundane world, right? So we know the divinity of the energy. We know expansion is here. We know that your ass is being lit up on fire, like fire, asking you really start stepping up for yourself. When you turn fear into adventure, that is very sacred fire. That is like the depth of sacred fires. Doing stuff you've never done before. It's, again, moving beyond illusion. You're changing your perception. Your brain is shifting gears. And so we're looking at the Seven of Cups upright, right? This is somebody multi-talented with tons of potential. And then we move into the Six of Cups, which is reversed. And so Spirit is asking you to pull in that playful spirit, the curiosity, the childlike wonder. If you look at it, I mean, you look at all the cups, they're all full right here in this picture. And this individual is just staring at them, like probably just mind-blown by the ambiguousness of the world. How, the opportunities, the infinite opportunities, not knowing really what direction to go. And then when you pull in that playful spirit, something just gets handed to you and all the other cups became empty. And Spirit is like, this is the only one you have to focus on. This is it. This is all you have to focus on. You don't need to focus on anything else. And then I did pull the High Priestess again in reversed. So once we turn that Six of Cups around, get that focus aligned right now, right here in this moment. Stop trying to figure it out. It's figured out. It is done. And this place that you're going and the temporary feeling that I'm getting, I feel like you're there to receive new opportunities. Sometimes we have to do what we don't want to do to get to where we want to go. It's like if I want to find something in my house and my house is a complete mess and there's no organization, I'm going to have to dig through it all. I can see everything. I can see all the potential. I can see all the possibility in my house. But where is the one thing that I'm looking for? right? Maybe I'm looking for, some toenail clippers and I can't find them. So I've got to clear out all the clutter as I'm trying to get to the clippers, if that makes sense. So that's what Spirit is saying that is already happening. So stop trying to figure it out. Tap into your intuition. You are the man, the woman behind the veil. And Leo is an empath. So you're able to really see that spiritual guidance. You're really able to tap into that spiritual guidance. And this is very sovereign. This reading is very sovereign. Look at here. So we've got Leo, sovereignty, Aries, sovereignty. We've got the Hermit, sovereignty. We've got your intuition is up, your perception is changing. You're seeing your value and your self-worth. You're starting to say, my life actually matters. My life actually matters. And if I keep rejecting, if I keep avoiding or resisting my life, then I'm never going to get to where I want to go. And since I'm here, since I'm alive, since I'm part of this wonderful world, it's time for me to step up to the plate. And so that's what you're doing, but there is a little bit of resistance. And then I pulled upright justice. So you are coming into a balancing state. You're balancing yourself. Emotions, creativity, intimacy. This is your sacral chakra. I would say do some sacral meditation. The solar plexus is for Leo, but they are asking you to go into the sacral, which also represents the inner child here. The inner child and the offering and the curiosity and the playfulness, because that is what Leo is. Leo is so playful, so eager to tear things apart and put them back together. Super duper mad scientist. So during this journey, you are going to want to be a mad scientist. You got to be a mad scientist. You got to go for it. Go for it. This is amazing. This is amazing. So let's go ahead and clear some energy. If you want to take a deep breath, stay with me. I'm going to pull a few more cards after we clear the energy. Can you guys see that smoke? And this is all fire. All fire. I want to see. This reading to me is hyper focused on career. The temple and the self. For sure, the self, the temple. That is Leo again. Watch this. Watch this. The lover and the beloved meet in sacred space. They take respite from cares of the world, entering into sanctuary where only they exist. You are in need of this meditation, making love, connection, and dance, intimacy, and surrender into the moment. Your body and soul need to enter into the temple and participate in the sacred ceremony. Choose to gift this to yourself. Set aside time. Turn off the computer and mobile telephone. Turn on music and set the lighting. Be in the present moment. Do you remember your body? Can you be in its temple with presence and delight? This oracle brings guidance to take time out and smell the flowers. Savor if you knew that you were in infinite alignment. You're doing all the right things. Everything you ever wanted was coming. You would never have another thing to worry about in the entire world. What would you do? What would you do with that? And having a knowing, just an absolute knowing, like no question, no questions asked. You're just right in the perfect alignment. Your sensuality wants to come out and play. You're encouraged to explore scent, touch, taste, and feeling. You're encouraged to play with color. What moves you? What brings you into connection with yourself in this moment? Again, it is the wholeness of divine self-connection and sacred space that will best nourish you now. And then there's a little poem here. And again, turning fear into adventure, turning fear into love, riding the cosmic wave. That's where you're at. You're just... Love should be given as it is received. On this day, I grant you the love of 1,000 mountain streams and the pleasure of 100 bleats from a newborn baby fawn. For I too cry for love, and like the fawn, I cry with the hunger of being alive. And on this day, I cry for the happiness of giving and the warmth of receiving and the softness of your gentle touch. It is moments like these when I smile for the someone who will always care. Jeez Louise. That is just blowing my mind. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Leo, you are riding the cosmic wave. You're on this beautiful wave. Just be in the present moment. Just be where you're at. Like, I don't care if you're a garbage man. I don't care if you're a dishwasher. I don't care if you're, mowing lawns. I don't care if you're the president of a company. None of that. Like, you are right where you want to be. Okay. So when you get impeccable with your position, which you are, impeccable with your word, impeccable with your truth, see beyond the illusions that are surrounding you, see what's right in front of you, create that metaphor of fantasy that you can tangibly touch in matter. Everything around you starts to rearrange itself and work to your desire, to your perfection. And you are a silent leader. You are somebody that stands tall in the background, not necessarily wanting to take on responsibility for others or accountability for others, but you are one that keeps others aligned in their position. You cause people to really reflect and take action in what they're doing. And so Spirit is asking you just to continue on that cosmic wave. You're doing a great job. Just a little insight about this reading is I did try to record this multiple times and I just kept feeling paralysis because I thought, what is this feeling? It's like a feeling of liberation, a feeling of not needing divorce. It's almost like Spirit wanted me to release all the resistance that I had coming into this reading, asking me to be curious. I moved around multiple times too. I went from one station to the next, reset my station multiple times. And I thought, how can I deliver this message with impact? How can I just envelope it into a golden nugget so that I can deliver it with so much presence and so much care and so much value? This is an amazing reading. It's amazing. There's community here. There's presence here. There's support. There's love. It's amplified. Justice. There's fairness. High Priestess. Reflection. Six of Cups. Curiosity. Connection. Seven of Cups. Potential. Possibility. The Hermit. Stillness. Trust. Growth within the presence. So anyway, absolute honor to be here, do this reading, deliver this reading. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bobby, psychic medium, twin flame facilitator, and Reiki practitioner, first and foremost, and the mother of 4 lovely adult sons. All right, I will see you in the next video, and remember, go for it. You are riding the cosmic wave.